going to test it out on YouTube, see how it goes, and see if we're going to move it over to YouTube. I don't know if we are. X has been great to host the lives, but I'll give a quick 5-minute rundown here on YouTube just in case it's a better platform. So we're on day 45 of the manhunt for Joshua Zimmerman. He escaped June 14th from the DeSoto County Courthouse in Mississippi. He was last seen June 15th in Memphis, Tennessee. Here's what we know. It's been 45 days. There have been 0 sightings. Late last night, the authorities in Arkansas, they started to do a sweep, and they are searching that area. So if you live in Arkansas, there's a B, stay safe, stay vigilant, check your surveillance, check your ring cameras, and I'll be back on. I'm going to go live on X for this because YouTube doesn't seem to have the greatest reach when it comes to manhunt. So again, I'm going to be going back to X. So we are on day 45. The rundown is going to be on X because YouTube is having a lot of shadow ban problems, as you guys can see. This is why I don't come to YouTube for the live. It doesn't really reach many people, I don't think. So let's give it a couple more minutes and see if it'll pick up. But YouTube has a very weird reach, and it's not in a manhunt. I need to reach as many low as possible, and YouTube just isn't cutting it anymore. Ever since the Longwood Gardens litigation, we got like a little shadow ban on YouTube. So we are testing this. So I'm going to stay on this for 5 minutes. If we get to at least half of what X usually gets, we're going to keep it going on YouTube. But it doesn't seem to be the right platform. So let me just wait a little bit and see if people come on. I'm not sure if it sends out notifications. And I'm going to start reading some comments. Florida is still an area of interest. The areas of interest include Arkansas, Florida, Connecticut, Tennessee, and Mississippi right now. So let's wait until we get to the 5-minute mark. As long as we hit, see, the thing about the reach and why I don't want to do multiple lives on different platforms is because that just takes up a lot of time for the same stuff. On X, for some reason, the algorithm sends it straight to the locals, which is amazing, and that's what we need, the locals to know what's going on, not so much us in Chester County, Delaware County. So we need to make sure that the locals in DeSoto are getting, okay, cool. So as long as you guys are getting notifications, that's cool. So here's what we know, and I guess we'll kick it off. So let me back it up. I wasn't planning to stay on YouTube. I was just doing a test run. So we are on day 45 of the manhunt for Joshua Zimmerman. He escaped from the DeSoto County Courthouse on June 14th. On June 15th, he was seen in Memphis, Tennessee, and he vanished. Right after that, there have been 0 sightings of the escaped killer since then. What we know is overnight, the Arkansas State Police initiated their sweeping operations in West Memphis. They started going motel to motel. They are going to all of those little nooks and crannies in those areas that could be a great hideout for somebody like a Zimmerman. I was able to clarify a couple of things with Zimmerman's mother, who reached out to me, Tina, and it was a good conversation. I mean, it was a short conversation. I hope to reach back out and talk to her this week, but um, it proved to be fruitful. And from my understanding, guys, she is, and this isn't coming just from her. My understanding is that she is cooperating with authorities. Now, I'm not going to backtrack. She didn't cooperate from the outset. She didn't, and she might have been fooled. It sounds like, and this is why I'm saying that. So here's the message that I have from the mom, and I cleaned it up a little bit so we can understand it. So for the past several weeks, I've been going back and forth with everybody from law enforcement. Obviously, that's my go-to for information during a manhunt. And I rarely reach out to family, right? And during the manhunt for Zimmerman, we did not mention the mother. We did not mention any relatives. We only talked about outside entities, satanic cults. You guys remember the satanic cults that we talked about? We spoke about his affiliation to a satanic cult. And it slowly but surely, those that knew Zimmerman started reaching out. And before you knew it, I'm in contact with just about half of the family. I mean, his direct, immediate family, the ones that he trusts, with the exception of one or two, I would assume, I've been in contact with. Now, the mother, I've been asking to be put in touch with her through a sister, and the sister gives all of these crazy demands saying, oh, if you want me to do this, I need you to do that. And you guys notice that sometimes I backtracked some of the stories that we did, right? For a manhunt, the goal is obviously to hit it on the head, but if we can get some leverage by walking back with the cross dresser, like the day when we started with the cross dressing, that was a solid lead, right? And we we took it back a little bit in exchange to build a relationship, with the family, and in exchange we would start that line of communication, right? And that is a great thing. So cross dressing is still on the table. It's not confirmed, but it's a possibility. That was just like a little background on where I'm going with this. So I've been trying to get a hold of the mother. I haven't personally DM'd her. I don't reach out to people, right? I wait for them to reach out to me. And the family started reaching out, members from the left, right, all over the place, talking all of this crazy stuff about, um, you're very offensive, and Zimmerman is not going to be happy, and but because it's lagging, so let's double check. I'm gonna come back on if it lost. Let's see anything, and we might have lost you. We might not have. Let's see. I'm not sure if we're still on, guys. Give me 1 sec, because the screen is frozen, so I'm gonna try to turn it. It's ridiculous, but I'm gonna get back onto it. All right, so no pictures, but you can hear me. All right, I'm gonna start this over. Give me a second, guys. That's weird.